This is my summer binder. I wrote a Substack about my quote-unquote correspondence course that I've made for myself this quarter, which is really going to be like a half of a year, if not more than a year. I am focusing on art, my garden, my Substack, and video recording, editing, uploading, etc. I told myself I didn't need to buy a fancy tripod or camera, but I did splurge and get myself the canvas lamp because I was efforting and struggling really hard at home with other stuff, and so this was my reward for surviving and getting through. So we are testing this out today, and we'll see how it goes. This is the first tab in my binder, which is my first subject, visual art. And I'm mostly doing what my friend Leslie calls planning from behind, where I record what I have done, not what I want to do. And that's just especially helpful when I'm not able to do as much as I would like to do. And it's just good to see I've actually gotten more done. This is the first time I've done separate calendars for different, either courses or topics. Usually everything's all in one paper calendar, e.g. in my bullet journal. But this time I decided, hey, it'd be really cool to see like how often I'm doing art, how often I'm touching my garden, and how I am doing meeting my goals of how often I want to be doing some of the other stuff. So the syllabus I put at the beginning of the binder by course. I've got different goals, kind of like I want to attend Helen Stark's live once a month, or attend watch a replay once a month, do still lifes, finish the squash course. So I thought these are the kind of things that I would mark, or like when I post on Instagram, I could mark on the calendar. Same with garden. I could record when I do sketches and just other observations. I do have a separate notebook for all my garden stuff, which I plan to share as well. But this is just kind of like a bullet journal for my studies, Substack, and publishing videos. See, this is where I wrote, you don't need a fancy camera or tripod, just do it. But here we are. Okay, I attended Helen's Co-Creating Live, and that was on butterflies, and I believe it was Friday that I had my friend Lydia over, and we did acrylic and butterflies. I just continued that theme. So painted butterfly in acrylic, and I enjoyed like the contrasting colors. I did this blue on a contrasting sort of red orange, and maybe it'd be better to have less red in that background so it could be more contrasting, because originally I was going to do yellow and my friend said to go with orange, but then I kind of went the other direction and went red. But I'm new to acrylic, so that's okay. Today, at the time of recording, it's Wednesday. I think I doodled a soup can. And I know I did some sketching yesterday. I did some sketching of a friend's garden. I haven't been able to do any extended drawing lately. This is like I sketched at the YMCA. I popped into something of Helen Stark's and did that for a second. All right, so there's school. This is all of June, and then July and August are blank. I've done completely different formats for the other ones, and it's sort of arbitrary. Like, I created this because the version of this that I wanted, I could only find for free, had an ad, which you'll see in the next one. So the next tab is my garden, and this person made a lovely calendar. I really like it, but there is a watermark for an ad, which, yeah, it is what it is. I'm just using it anyway. So again, this is June, 2-page spread for 1 month, and I've marked different things like weeding the blackberries, trellising a rose, planting zinnia seeds, and where I did that. All right, for Substack, that is the one that I am definitely behind on. I did publish a post and I got to like highlight and star it and just celebrate that. This week I had lots of ideas, but I didn't write anything. And again, the time of this recording is the 17th. So maybe I could edit this and post it on my Substack, and then that would count. There are recipes and other things that I want to share and just other random stuff. I have a notebook again where I have my Substack ideas, and I've thought about cutting those out of the notebook with the X-Acto knife and punching it to go in here so that when I want to work on it, I have my ideas in a place. Though ideas are always everywhere, right? They're in my morning pages, they're in my bullet journal, and that's okay. It's just part of how my brain works. Video, oh, that'll be fun. We get to put this in live. I use my quarterly calendar that I sell in my Etsy shop because I didn't think I'd be doing that much videoing. And so having it all in one page, I thought that'd be fine. Save paper. And we'll get to put this in live right now. Today's the 17th. And say I set up my canvas lamp and recording video of school binder. This is the day I ordered the canvas lamp. And then I do have another tab, which is not a class that I'm taking per se, but I decided to put my spending chart in here. I thought that was cool how the organized money had that, and I put my wish list scraps in here. Because I am a serial underbuyer, I just thought it would be interesting to log what I do buy and also just plan things so that I can buy and not just abstain, and then binge. So I just thought that'd be interesting to log. Okay, that's a quick tour through my school binder and the test of my canvas lamp. So we'll see how this uploads, and I'm gonna try to minimize edits and focus on just getting it out there and moving on. So please keep me to that. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.